We're back.
Blood Axe, man, just a little side-out shout. This is a shit show, man. This goddamn hack. This Zeno's a hack, man.
Dude, I'm streaming this off my phone because Comcast sucks right now.
Hey, don't talk crap. They're all we got now. We've literally let them know we're back to the corner. Like, AT&T does not have our back.
Oh.
They got us by the balls, the snowball.
Yeah. Oh, God. All right. So let's... Welcome to Dicejunkies. This is Random Encounters. I'm Xenodamus.
Missed Q.
Let's get rolling.
I hate you so much.
Let's pull up the list here for a second for those that don't know, because I mean we haven't changed it recently, but I'll have to change it after this episode. Add some stuff. Give us some ideas, Blood Axe. You're the idea man. All right, let's throw up the.
Why don't we make a Blood Axe based list? If we just put a bunch of his different stories on there.
There you go.
And when we
Blood
roll
Axe.
one, we tell a Blood Axe story.
Make us a list of. You only have to do 18 of them because number 20 will be free pick. Number 1, something horrible. You can even give us the something horrible.
Dude, Gears of War is like 4 stories. Me and Kitsune versus Blood Axe and Mrs. Blood Axe has some horror stories. They could fill up a couple of slots.
Yeah. All right, so we got the cam up. So let's roll a die here. All right, we got 12. Lost the power lottery.
Oh, there we go. You can't do shield hero. We've done that once already.
Yeah, we have. So
I'm just gonna stare at him, make it more difficult. What you got, man?
Crap, I can't think.
Well, you've been reading a lot of novels. Surely somebody got a crap power in there somewhere.
Okay, so I read a couple. Some of them got there was one dude got healing powers, but I had to stop reading the novel because it got sort of really demented.
I've heard some of your stories of what you've been reading lately, so I'm disturbed that there's one that's more demented.
Yeah, no, man, it got
than
really
the dude
bad.
on the island with the dogs and the spiders, and that got really weird.
So this guy, he got healing powers, you know. But the thing is whenever he heals somebody, he sort of feels whatever happened to them in that amount.
Empathic
of time.
healing, that's what that's called. Oh, that's bad.
So his healing ability was that empathic. So anyway, so he was the healing hero. So he had the highest level of healing. I mean, he could reattach, grow arms and stuff.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah. So it was very painful. So in this particular story, what they did is they would drug out the healing hero, get him addicted to this drug, so that he was so dependent on the drug, he would heal and go through the pain.
Oh, God.
For the drug.
I mean, some of that's not losing that's losing the friend lottery. Like, some of that's just having really bad people in your life and having a crap power.
So anyway, so he's being abused and used and all this stuff. And I mean, he has all kinds of weird stuff that goes along with his healing power because he's the hero healer. Like his bodily fluids can extend the level cap and stuff like that.
Okay, we're gonna stop there.
No, I don't.
So
it gets messed up, but
look at our editor. She's just like, what the hell? How about I throw one
but
in?
He
that's
ends
a little
up,
easier to understand.
He ends up going like 4 years on this drug and stuff until he ends up getting a drug immunity.
Okay.
Because you develop skills as a hero, and so after being on this drug so long, he ends up getting an immunity to it, and he comes back to his senses a bit, knowing all this crap that's happened to him over the years. But he's ranked up his healing so much that he actually has more abilities in healing than he did before, and so he was actually able to utilize his healing on the world itself to turn back time 4 years. Start over, and he goes through and he's like eating poisonous stuff to build up his immunities before they capture him. And then he screws up everybody. Like, it gets demented at that point. That's when it goes really bad.
All right. How about I
Because
throw
he's
one
starts
out?
rewriting people's entire...
Because your thing has just went into a whole new nightmare-fueled territory. Here's one I don't want to save because I don't want to forget it. I read a lit RPG.
Booyah!
That
Power lottery loss. Just saying.
That's a life lottery. But no, I had a fun one where I read about a dude who became a blood mancer. He basically was a blood sorcerer. But what's messed up is that, actually, I think this might have been the one that you suggested to me. But he ends up where his blood magic is literally fueled by his blood. And it literally uses up quantities of blood out of his system. So, like, he basically has blood magic, but he has to keep up with how much blood is left in his body because he can kill himself. So he's like, I cast his blood spell. And he gets a little meter because it's a lit RPG that goes like, you're down to like...
Yeah. No, I've actually read this one, yeah.
Yeah, that was so... I just remember I was creeped out as he's like, how much blood do I have left? Because he's like burning through his blood at a high rate.
He ends up getting other abilities later on, too.
But for the power lottery loss, blood magic was like his first magic, and it uses your blood. His body
starts going cold.
Yeah, his body. And it turns out there's apparently an ability that you can learn to help you restore the blood in your body, but he doesn't know it, and he doesn't have anyone that can teach it to him yet. So he's basically got the crap version of blood magic because he doesn't know the ways to reduce his blood. He
ends up leveling up, I think, the blood magic to where he ends up with like a lot more blood than normal too.
Yeah, but at first that sucked.
But yeah, at first it sucks.
Because he finds out there's an ability like, oh, well, real blood mages know this trick to restore their blood, and he's like, how do I get that? And it's like, there's no blood mages around. It's like, oh crap.
All right, so well, go ahead and let's pull up the dice camera. Roll us something there, Q. Way over there.
What I got?
Editor, slide that this way. Side quest.
Oh man,
Haven't had a side quest in a while. What kind of side quest we got here?
Well, if we're going to go on something that's happened recently in the game where I invented my own side quest, one of the most fun things we did is we were doing a campaign called Curse of the Crimson Throne. Mm-hmm. And essentially there's this plague going throughout the city, and there's a quest line where somebody's selling fake medicine. You're supposed to stop them so that people don't die, but my character, Magus, as you well know, Magus, basically went in, threatened all the people with exposed interactions, took over the store, started making anti-plague, and started his own business of selling medicine to the people. But it works. It works. Magus' medicine works. And he even found a spell that makes it taste better. So he's got like better taste. So basically I became a pharmaceutical. Like I ran a pharmaceutical scam on the side. I have goblins in the back, goblin alchemists making it. And the DM's just like, you've started a pharmacy. You basically went Breaking Bad in this game. I went Walter White, man. You know, Heisenberg.
It reminds me of so you know, like you said, I've been reading a lot of manga and stuff. So I started reading like a bunch of different healer mangas. You know, which I mean, that's where the first one came from.
That's not a healer manga. That's a lot of things,
but one of them, the healer, he's going. He gets the he wants to just live an easy life and stuff. So he ends up making deals with the brothels to just start using his healing magic to take care of
remove disease.
Yeah. And is just racking in the money, just keeping the brothels going, man. That's a heck of a.
I don't know if that's a side quest or just a great career move.
You know, it just your pharmaceuticals just sort of reminded me of that. So.
In this same campaign, I befriended a crime boss who's not supposed to survive the campaign, but because I visit him every day, the DM said, well, I can't kill him. You go by every day. The event that he would die in, you'd be there. So she had to rewrite a part of the story. But she's a great DM because she just rolled with it and said, well, you hang out with this guy so much that you could be here to stop this. So he's still alive in the campaign because my character hung out with him so much. The time he's supposed to get killed, I was like, he's like, hey, man, I need your help. Something's going on. And we went in and stopped it. And I love DMs that can do that. They can roll with those punches. And go, yeah, the story says this guy dies, but if somebody says they're hanging out at this place every day, how the heck does that happen?
Yeah.
You know? did you blink and there's just a corpse? I was like, no, you're right there.
Have you Blood Axe? Have you had a character try to become a dentist?
That goes on the story list. Blood Axe. I remember that.
Okay, so you do know about that. Okay, we'll have to talk about that.
That's a side
at some
story.
point.
I've told you, Blood Axe can fill this list.
Yeah, keep watching to future episodes to know more.
That was a Flynn character.
Character that decided to become a dentist in D&D.
In D&D, yeah. You had a sledgehammer. I don't want to go into it.
All right, so
we could make a whole list on our boy Rhett Everett's characters. And their many crimes against the party.
Yeah.
You know how you all have that guy? We have that guy too, and they're amazing stories.
Yeah. I did enjoy the Dark Lords campaign when he left because he was always so affectionate to his bear that I actually turned his bear into the hero to replace him.
I mean, why not? He was really weird with that bear. I don't. There's a lot of those.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's a mutual friend of ours who had joined, so yeah, you probably know. She's probably complained about it because she almost died before the game got started. So,
yeah, I like the time you just made him one of the bad guys, and it fit. It didn't take a lot of rewriting. This is like he was an enemy spy the whole time.
Yeah, that was the same thing. It was like, oh no, he's actually one of the bad guys, and the bear was the hero.
I know, and nobody questioned it. They were like, I always thought he was a bad guy.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It actually explained why he was doing the things he was doing, even though he wasn't a bad guy. I miss him. I haven't felt that in danger in a while. It kind of feels good to have to watch your back all the time.
Yeah.
You feel that eyes on the back of your neck. You're like, ooh, what's he gonna do?
All right, let's get a roll from the editor here. Let's get her to roll this beautiful
Those
D20
smooth, silky
here.
hands on our dice.
You can't roll the same one.
You got it.
4 items of power. Items of power.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, man, there's so many iconic items throughout movie history. It's a hard call to try not to... let's try to think of one that isn't as well known. One of the retro ones that people have.
A retro item of power?
Yeah. Okay, this might be too retro, but do you remember Krull and the throwing star he had, the blade?
Yeah.
Go look. I went way back. There's some people out there like, there's some people like, what's a Krull? Isn't that a space alien that's an old lady on a train? No, that's Skrull. But
Krull, that's the bad Conan.
Really bad old fantasy movie. It's Krull.
Yeah, apparently she's not familiar with Krull. So
ULL.
Like skull, Krull.
Yeah, and it had a glaive, a throwing star, in it that was like one of the first like fantasy movie magic items of infamy, and it was really cool. It pops out blades, it can spin around, it's kind of like the remote control.
It was very fantasy.
See, look, one of the top 2 throwing weapons in all ladies fantasy fandom, as per this random individual whose thing we're looking at. But no, man, that was one of the famous weapons. And down there, another good one is the throwing disc from Predator.
Oh, yeah.
This.
Yeah.
But this magic item is also infamous for being not the MacGuffin. Like, they go the whole movie making a big deal out of it, and then it doesn't work at the end. It, gets stuck. Remember, it gets stuck? And they had to use the power of love. So...
Well, that makes sense.
What's yours? Like, we usually all do one. Like, I went Krull. I went old school.
Oh, you're making me pull out something. Here, well, Blood Axe had something. Let's go to the chat room. This says in Bessem, I always wanted to make an item of power as a character and take Flunky to wield the item.
Oh no,
items of power get more points to spin in abilities.
Blood Axe, I'm glad you forgot how to point gouge.
Build. Yeah, that's just a point gouge. Yeah.
He's put a smile on my face. That is a beautiful point gouge. Like, I spent all 100 of my points on this item, and then I just buy a little crap dude to wield it.
Anybody who's not familiar with Bessem is big eyes, small mouth. It's a role-playing system that's sort of anime-based.
And there's a D20 version, but it's point-based. And one of the tricks for point gouging can be, of course, to do weird things like instead of spending your points to build a character, you build like the Master Sword, or you build He-Man's sword, the Sword of Power, and you just build a little crappy Prince Adam to wield it.
Yeah.
But the sword's so badass it doesn't matter. Because you pick up this sword and it's like, oh, the sword adds plus 20 strength, plus 20 dex, you know. It's a way to get extra points out of it. So Blood Axe's version of item of power is cheating.
Cheating.
That is his version.
Cheating.
That is an item of power.
Though, I mean, that's sort of most items of powers are sort of cheating.
So you still got to come up with one, though.
Oh, no, I was using that one. Yeah, cheese.
All right. I mean, you got one for us, editor? What's one of your favorite items from a movie or game?
You have an item of power, editor? Is that
Dun, You know, did you ever see the reboot of He-Man?
He-Man?
The animated reboot?
No, I never watched the reboot.
When it came out like in 2000, so it was after the original. Skeletor's staff was freaking awesome in that one, man. It was way more badass than the original. It could move on its own and blast people. Like, it was way upgraded. It was an awesome upgrade to that item. I just thought of it because I just remembered. I was like, they really upgraded that stat. Like, I wanted that damn thing. I was like, oh, crap. They put the power in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have an item of power.
She's got item power.
I really, going to a video game, I thought in Mortal Kombat, Raiden's spinning hat was really cool.
Oh, you're thinking of, no, it's not Raiden, it's the other dude, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, it was Raiden.
No, Raiden had the hat you could take off and throw, right?
No, that was Kung Lao.
Was that Kung Lao? I thought Raiden.
That was Kung Lao.
I thought Raiden could do it as well.
No, his doesn't have a blade on it. Type in Kung Lao.
I'm pretty sure at some point Raiden could do it as well.
Oh, he might have. Maybe. I haven't played in a while. But Kung Lao had the blade on his hat specifically. Yeah, see, it's coming up, Kung Lao hat. He had the blade on it.
Yeah. This, I think, was before.
Raiden also had it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I remember Raiden had it.
I remember that. I mean, it was like Mortal Kombat 2, 3,
Yeah.
somewhere around there that I was playing that had it.
My favorite version of his fatality is one where the hat didn't go all the way through. It just gets stuck. He has a fatality where he throws it.
No, it may not have actually been the hat that was power, though, because, I mean, I think he just used his electricity powers to sort of propel it.
Item of power.
Propel it. So.
The Raiden's hat. Well, it is iconic for Raiden.
Oh, no, it is.
He's not the same without it, you know.
No.
We'll give it to the editor. Raiden's hat. Item of power.
So, such a pity give, thanks.
Yeah. All right, let's roll one more before we end this. See what we get
for the finale.
This is up for grabs.
One.
Can't be unseen.
Well, if you were following earlier, I got plumber asked by Zeno, and that can't be unseen.
Oh.
I thought nobody heard that.
It's because I lost some weight, man.
You lost some weight. I could tell. It was flat. It was just a line. It was horrible. I was like, oh, man, at least have some junk in your trunk if you're going to flash me.
Man, I ain't never had junk in the trunk. I got flat ass disease.
So what have you had that you can't be unseen?
Oh, wow, man. I don't know. The Dalek penis, I think now is
the snow Dalek.
The snow Dalek.
What was worse, the picture of it bent over, or the picture of the child looking horrified as her mom had his arm around it?
Before it was melted,
because she's got an arm around it. Like, look at this.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's probably more the kid in the window. Still, that's
God. You guys got to go if you're listening to the audio. Go look at this picture. This kid's just looking like, Mom, what are you doing?
Yeah,
that's not a Dalek.
Thanks, Mashable, and whatever your name is on Twitter, Osafella.
Ophelia.
Okay. Whatever. I don't care.
She's feeling you, man. What about you, editor? What have you seen that you can't unsee?
Yeah, you got anything?
I had an answer, but I didn't want to embarrass her by, not her, but calling out someone else. Because, a car full of puke would probably.
Oh. Yeah, I wasn't going to. Yeah, I'm not going there.
You're like, what the hell?
I'm just going to say. None of us.
We have not puked in her car.
Yeah.
We did not do that.
Yeah. Just saying.
I don't even think it was really the sight. It was more of the smell.
Can't be unsmelled? Is that going to be
unsmelled? Yeah.
Because
she who smelt it.
Yeah, we traumatized Blood Axe, and he didn't even see your plumber ass. Even he's going like, man, just the idea that, yeah.
That was actually pretty bad.
Just get up and be like,
And
no.
I don't think that person actually knows what they did.
Oh. I thought you were going to say you didn't think they followed us. Like, it'll be like, they can go to hell then if they don't follow us.
I don't know if they do or not. Hopefully they don't.
But,
In this particular moment, maybe after this episode, they can follow.
oh.
But I don't think they would realize it was them either. Alcohol can really fuck you up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know. Lightweight.
It happens. All right, so that's gonna end our rolling for today and our random topics. Thanks for watching Random Encounters. Like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, comment. If you're watching this on the podcast or the live stream, thanks for sticking with us this long. And all of you, please be sure to check us out on Patreon if you want to help us support this and continue on and maybe actually, be able to
Pay the editor.
pay the editor.
Yes, you need to join our Pay the Editor movement.
Pay
also,
the editor movement.
Notification bells. Click them, jangle them.
If you're not watching this live or if you're just listening to it, you can join the conversation with Blood Axe in the chat room there, our moderator and very talkative person. You can join us every Sunday at 3:30. We do this live stream, and when the internet's not shit, you can actually see it. All right, guys, thanks for watching this every week. We hope you enjoyed.